you want to be successful, you have to be consistent.
All you have to do is believe in yourself, and you will get there.
Niger Bees.
Hello everyone, I did hear you. Alright, stay back and don't make a move. Get to listen to the story behind this great man's fame and how he was able to make it.
Niger Bees.
Hello Niger, this is your boy Frank Edwards and you're watching Niger Beige. Green, white, green, through Niger.
Interview and documentary.
If you're just joining us, this is Niger Beige on TV show. I remain your host, Tonia Ikpi. Well, it's that time of the show when we get motivated, and today I'm in the city of Lagos hanging out with a young man who just came out of the blue and captured our hearts with his music. He is a well-known gospel artist who I believe have touched the lives of a lot of people with his songs. I remember when I first heard the song, You Too They Bless Me. Now it was like everywhere I went to, someone was either singing or listening to this song. And I was forced to ask a friend who the artist was. And she said, Frank Edward. And I was like, Frank Edward? Who is Frank Edward? Anyway, I know a lot of you have been wondering who Frank Edward is. Well, today is your lucky day because I'm with him at his private studio somewhere in Lagos. And he's going to be telling us who he is and the story behind his glory. It's nice to meet you, Frank Edward.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Today, you just made a new friend. Okay. And that will be me. Okay. And we are going to gist. You're going to tell me what I should know as your friend, though. What I should know about you. Okay, so let's just...
You're going to ask me what you want to know.
We are gisting, no.
Okay.
But you are doing more of the talking, and I am doing...
but you're with the mic.
And I'm doing the listening. I'll talk, okay? But right now, you are the one telling me about yourself. So you're doing more of the talking, and I'm doing the listening. So let's just... Who is Frank Edward? Where's Frank Edward from? Just tell me what I need to know as your new friend.
Okay, as my new friend. Okay. Well, Frank Edwards is a recording artist, producer, a child of God.
Mm-hmm. I'm a child of God, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? No, you're just telling me what I need to know. You know, a producer, a recording artist, a child of God. Quite. Yeah.
Frank Edward. Are you from Rivers State? Because I know
No,
the Rivers people, they
Rivers
like
State.
to bear English names. Does that mean you have a botanical name?
No, I'm not tree. I'm not a tree.
Okay. Does that mean you have a native name? And where are you from?
I'm from Enugu State, Nigeria. Okay. So my native name is Ugochukwu.
How do Ugochukwu to the Frank Edward?
Franklin Ugochukwu Edwards, that's how you call it.
You heard him. He is Franklin Ugochukwu Edwards, and he's from Uji River local government area of Enugu State. He is a true Niger. So tell me, Franklin, how was what was your childhood like? Was it rosy? Was it tough? What was it like growing up?
Well, it was very interesting, because my childhood, it was quite interesting because my mom took me to church every day, from Monday to Monday. You know, like we went to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day. I mean, it's a very spiritual person, you know, a Christian, scripture union, you know, a very good Christian. So she made us go to church every day. So I didn't have that, the opportunity to do all the silly things that kids do.
Okay.
Like go to play ball in the field because I'm in church. I cannot be in church and be on the field playing ball.
Okay.
You know, so that helped me to be on track. That helped me to be on track. So my childhood was very interesting because all I know is church, the Bible, recitations, and you know.
What was your dream as a child?
I wanted to be a pilot.
Pilot, and you ended up becoming a musician.
See?
Okay, tell me how it all started.
Well, it started as a child. You know, like I didn't have all the toys that kids play with. I didn't have the toy gun, the toy cars, the toy, you know. But I have toys, but all my toys were musical instruments. The toy piano, the toy flute, the toy, any musical instrument you can think of, the whistle, the, you know, recorder, which was actually the first instrument I played. And it happened that one certain time we went to visit my cousins.
Okay.
So I go to their house and I saw this small wooden piano. So I liked it, you know, we were playing with it, but when it was time for us to leave, so I held on to it. I wanted to go with it. I wanted to live with it. My mom said, "It's not yours. Don't start learning bad things. I've told you, one thing is not yours. Don't try to take it. It's blah 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 blah." You know, she spoke. I was crying. I cried until their mom asked me to take it. That she would buy another one for them. So that was my first piano I had. It was a wooden piano, and then I used it for like about a year. You know, as a child, I made the headlines on newspaper because one of my uncles was working with Daily Times then.
Okay.
So he put me on the front cover. A boy of 7 plays the piano very well, you know. And I could remember one time I called my other cousins. Then I was like 10. I said, "Let's form a band." You know, you can imagine the band. So I thought, you know, I've seen the musical instruments, you know, where a normal band set up. So I know how microphone is, I know how it is. So we used light bulb for microphone. So I brought out some of the pots, my mom's cooking pot, the cover. We used that for the cymbals.
Okay.
You know, I set it up, called my cousins, and we were all serious, you know. We're starting a band. But something happened along the line when we were about to start playing. We didn't know what song to sing. So somehow we quarreled and everybody went home and left me and my musical instruments. And it was fun. It was fun. But that actually kept me on track, you know, to what I'm doing today. It has helped me to be focused because it's something I started doing from an early stage. So I'm not struggling to do it. It's part of me. Music is part of me.
Was that when you realized you wanted to become a musician?
No, even at that time, I didn't want to be a musician. I just liked music. You know, I wanted to be a pilot. I draw very well. So I could draw all sorts of planes, even the ones we are yet to design, you know. When I sleep, I dream I'm flying on an airplane, you know. So, yeah, I wanted to be a pilot, but it's fine. I'm happy.
How did you know, or when did you decide to go into music?
Like I told you, it started like a kid, so it was a progressive thing. You know, one step after the other. I started playing the big piano, you know, when I started appreciating music the more. I listened to a lot of music. My dad played a lot of Kenny Rogers, Don Williams, Jim Reeves, Bon Jovi, these guys. So I heard them like every day because the turntable at home kept rolling. So I heard this music every day. So, and that actually affected the style of music that I do today. You know, what I've heard over the years.
I noticed that when you start singing, it's always kind of calm. Anyway, you look calm. But after some time, you start screaming, and I've been wondering, what kind of music is that?
Well,
And who What makes you do that?
That's some influence of rock music, the alternative and the hard rock. Fuse them together. But that, rock music, that's how it goes. You just start calm. After a while, you just start shouting. Yeah.
What do you miss most about childhood?
What I missed most about childhood is pretending to be sick when I don't want to wash plates.
Oh my god.
Yeah. When you don't want to do the house chores, you just pretend like this. My mom would say, please get him this, get him that. They just, yeah,
That's
I
what you
miss
miss
that a
most
lot.
about childhood.
But now I can't do that because if I do that, I'm doing that to the detriment of the things I'm supposed to be doing for myself. So,
Okay. What would you do differently if you had an opportunity to be a child again?
if I had an opportunity to be a child again, I think I would want to go through the same process.
So there's nothing you'd like to change? Nothing
Maybe-
you would want to do differently?
No, because in my family we are happy people. Like I told you, we didn't have so much, but we are very comfortable. Well, but if I become a child again, I would have wished my dad had like 10 cars, like yeah. But it's fine because now I have. So that was small. That was about. They sent me on an errand to my cousins to go get something. So I play table tennis a lot. And then on my way to my cousins, there's another of my friends. They have a table tennis board. So I was just passing, so I saw them playing. So I branched. Before I was watching, before that was going on, I was playing. So I forgot what they sent me. I was playing table tennis for like 2 hours. And the next person I saw behind me was my dad. Because he was actually on his way to my cousin to find out, like, why is he not back? And he met me there. I was like, yeah, go home. I knew I knew it was war that day. So I was thinking in my mind, because I'm a very smart person. I was thinking in my mind, now it's going to be terrible just now. But how do I find my way out of this? I know what to do. I got home. My dad doesn't really beat us. Before my dad raises his hand on you, that means you have done something very annoying. So he just went, where did I send you to? He just raised his hand. I just fell. I fainted. I was doing all this, and and we are very close to my mom, and she does not like to hear that you're bleeding or crying like you're in pain. My mom does not like to hear that. So she just rushed. What's going on? As soon as I saw my mom, I just pretended like I really fainted. I was bringing out this stuff from my mouth like I was fainted. My mom shouted, go and get him Sprite. They brought Sprite. They tried to put it in my mouth. Well, it entered. I swallowed some. So I had to let some go so that the acting will look real. Because if I drink everything, they will know it's not real. So I had to let some go. I swallowed some. I was still foaming. They carried me, to the nearby hospital. And they got there and the nurse, they checked something. The nurse said, I was hearing everything they were saying. The nurse said, his pulse is missing, his pulse is missing. My mom was like, oh my God. I said, I was laughing. I was still pretending until they said, let's give him an injection. And I don't like injection. Yeah. I fainted, but when I heard, let's give him injection, I said, don't give me injection. No, I thought, whenever I remember this, I laugh. I laugh a lot. Because when I said that, don't give me injection, my auntie was there. She just said, you're not serious.
Frank, tell me, what are the principles or the guidelines you used or you followed, okay, that brought you this far?
Well, it's just the basic principles of success.
Okay. And what would that be?
That would work for anybody. Consistency in whatever or the key thing you need to start is not money. You need yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need your whole body, your spirit, soul, and body to agree that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be, and before long, you will become. You know.
You've heard from him. You've heard that you need to be consistent to get that which you want. Okay? You have to tell yourself, this is what I want to be, or this is what I want to do, and then you work towards it to get that which you desire. So, Frank, what are your hobbies? What do you do to spare time?
Well,
Don't tell me music. Don't tell me you like singing. Don't tell me that's one of your hobbies, because we all know you're a musician. So definitely that's part of you. Tell me something else.
But amazingly, music is what I do, and at the same time, my hobby.
I just said you shouldn't tell me music is your
But
hobby.
when
Tell
it's
me
what it is
something
now.
else.
Okay, you want something else that I
Yeah.
do? Okay, well, if I'm not producing music, I'm reading. I read a lot. I play game a lot too. So I love to go to the movies. Like if you leave me here today now, I'll zoom off to the movie.
Niger Bees.
Especially for the young people out there hearing my voice, I tell you all the time, it doesn't matter that God has great plans for you. You can cut yourself short. When you do drugs, you abuse drugs, you mess up your life, and before you know it, you're gone. If you abuse sex, you have HIV, and you will die, and you'll not fulfill your vision and your purpose for being on this planet Earth. So stay away from drugs, do not abuse sex, and be the best of what you are.
I believe you enjoyed this, and I believe you now know who Frank Edward is, where he's from, and how it all started. And you heard him. You have to be consistent if you want to get to that place where you want to be. Okay? Be consistent. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself I can do this. And please don't always wait for money. You can move. Then the funds or the money you need, whatever, will finally come to you. Okay? Be consistent, and I'm saying it again, be consistent and believe in yourself.
Niger Bees.